few weeks ago, I went on a road trip with my kids to Montana, sans husband, and I thought I'd take you guys along on my journey. I love going to Montana because I get to visit my cousins that I am very close to, but it is always a nerve-wracking trip and one that I love and hate at the same time because my cousin has a very inaccessible house, and while I love visiting with her, I hate being in such an inaccessible place. I don't know if anybody can relate to that.
Hi.
Say hi, YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
Hello.
Hello.
Here I am packing my suitcase for the trip with all of mine and my kids' stuff. I promised myself before this trip that I was going to do a better job of packing early and getting ready way before we had to go. But of course, I'm me and that didn't happen. So here I am getting ready the night before. I packed pretty light because I didn't want to have a whole bunch of suitcases because it was going to be me and my kids all by ourselves carrying all the junk into the hotel. So I made sure to only bring about 4 or 5 outfits for us each, and I planned to wash clothes in the hotel rooms or at my cousin's when we got there. I went shopping with Jamie before we left because I don't like to eat out, and so we got a whole bunch of food that would allow us to eat in the hotel room and along the road so that we didn't have to keep spending money on takeout. When we were done grocery shopping, we got this wonderful staff member at Superstore to carry our groceries to our car so that it would be a lot easier and faster so that we could get home and continue packing. When I got home, I organized my supplies in the baskets that I normally keep my supplies in, but this time I organized them so that I would have enough for the trip and I would be able to fit all the other supplies that I don't normally put in these baskets in the baskets and just carry these in the car when we travel because it's easier than packing them in a suitcase. I have them all organized in these baskets already and they just fit nicely in the car. They just stack and I always take them everywhere with me. I started doing this a couple years ago and it has been a game changer for me when it comes to keeping supplies organized on trips. I organized most of the supplies in the baskets the night before the trip, and then the morning of the trip, when I was done using the supplies that I needed in the morning, I finished organizing the baskets and putting all of the other things that I would need for the trip inside of them. This is my Action Gel pad that I take with me to save my butt on shower chairs or if I'm sitting in the tub or something. My toilet seat cover thingies that go on any regular toilet seat. The last thing I needed to pack was my toothbrush and all of my other bathroom things. I threw in an extra cushion cover in case I peed during the trip, and then I threw the cold food that I had in a cooler and we were ready to go. Okay, after an eventful start to our little trip, something fell off the bottom of my sister's car, which was just like a plate for something, and then we came to this little drive-through dealership and they fixed it. Now we're on the road again, but interesting start to the trip. But yeah, I'm gonna try my best to vlog while we're on the trip, but it's also really hard to remember when shit's happening around me and stuff, so I'll try my best. Okay, bye guys! The first leg of our trip was from Edmonton to Lethbridge, which is about a 5.5 hour drive, but with P stops it ended up being closer to 6. We've arrived in Lethbridge and I had like the worst tummy pains for the last like hour ride, and now I don't feel like I'm eating supper, so that sucks. But yeah, the room's not a wheelchair accessible room, but it's mobility accessible and it'll be fine for one night. I'll give you guys a little like spin around. I can get in and have to push my wheelchair out, but that's okay. For one day, it's fine. Jace, come here. What are you playing?
What are you
playing?
Oh! What are you playing, Jace? Smile face game. What are you playing? Smiley face game? Yes. What are you playing? Smile face game. I thought you were playing hide and seek. No, monster trucks game. I thought you were playing hide and seek. Oh. Tease!
After we settled into the hotel, we went to Tony Roma's for supper, which ended up being insanely expensive, even though 2 of the kids ate free with vouchers. And then after we finished eating all of our food, we headed to the water park that is at the hotel we were staying at, and the kids swam forever. I spent the last like 2 hours sitting in the hotel room not feeling good while everybody swims, and now I'm gonna go check on them because I don't know where the hell they are. They're swimming so long. I thought they would be like an hour, and they've been like 2.5, which it's an awesome like water park, but I'm like, what the hell is everybody doing? So I was just in here talking to my mom on the phone for like an hour, and now I'm gonna go check on what the hell everybody's doing. But I didn't vlog very much because I really don't feel good, and now I've like drank a shit ton of water, and I'm feeling a little better. My gas moved. It was literally just gas pain, which is like, I don't know if anybody else in a wheelchair gets severe gas pain like I do, but it's fucking so painful. It's so painful. Sorry for the F-bomb there, but it's so painful and I hate it. So I spent the last little while being a baby about that, which I'm gonna go rejoin my family, and thank God for my sister who can take my kids and do fun things while I don't feel good. First night of our road trip in the books?
Yeah.
Did you have fun?
Yeah.
They were at the pool for how long?
3.5 hours.
Craziness.
It didn't feel like 3.5 hours. It felt like 1 hour.
We're just watching a little episode of Simpsons, then we're gonna go to sleep. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Morning, guys. I feel so much better this morning. We're pretty much packed up and ready to go. Long drive today, probably like 7 hours, but with pee stops and lunch and stuff, it's probably gonna be more like 8. Yeah, I'll try to vlog when we stop and if we see any cool sights or anything. But second leg of the trip underway. Woohoo! The second leg of our trip was from Lethbridge to Great Falls, where we planned to stop for lunch, but first we had to cross the border.
Alright, well, we just got past, we're in America. I'm just gonna call it America because that was cheesy.
No, it's America!
Anyway.
We're America!
We just passed the border, so pretty nice.
After crossing the border, we continued our trek down the highway and we stopped for lunch in Great Falls, where we found an Applebee's to eat at. After lunch, we headed out on the last leg of our trip and we made it into Billings at around 6:30 p.m.
Just thought we would update the blog or whatever. This is blog, right?
Vlog.
Blog?
Vlog
Same
is
thing.
a written thing.
Anyway, we got to the hotel slash thingy where the kitchen is.
Like little apartments.
Little apartments, I
suites.
guess. Suites. I don't think I've been in a suite. Have I been in a suite?
Not like this, but
Not
there's
like
lots
this.
of them.
Anyway, well, we just got here, so that's my mom.
We're going to see my cousin Lindsay, and then after that we'll go see my cousin Amanda.
And I currently have 2 yogurt cups in my pocket and a peach cup. Don't know why I thought I would say that, but anyway, wait, why did I say like that? That was a phone call.
Good morning. We haven't vlogged at all for, I guess, just a day. It was just yesterday that we didn't because my battery was dead and I didn't charge it, so I didn't have a camera to film with. So I'm gonna try and vlog as much as I can today, but I'm gonna just take one battery with me. So whatever I get today in the span of one battery, that's what I get. It also is a way to just stay present so that I'm not trying to like capture everything with the camera and have that in people's faces. So I will bring it with me, and when the battery dies, then I'll be done. Yesterday we went to a water park. It was like super, super hot and really fun for the kids. Kind of boring for me sitting there in the really blazing hot, but it was really fun for the kids. There was some water slides, there was a wave pool, there was like a kids water slide, like fun area. And because we have like 3 kids under 5, it was awesome because it was for both big kids and little kids. And then we just chilled at my cousin's after. And today I think we're gonna go shopping, try going to Target and Shields, which is like, if you're Canadian, it's like kind of like Bass Pro Shop, but better. It's awesome. So we're gonna go there. Jamie wants to get crumble cookies, and then we'll probably go to Chick-fil-A for lunch, which has lots of healthy-ish options. Like there's lots of gluten-free things, and I'm trying to be gluten-free and dairy-free right now. I've cheated a little bit just because it's really hard to be on a road trip and eat gluten and dairy-free, but I've been doing mostly okay. Are we gonna go check out the gym? We're just gonna go look at the gym here and see if we can sneak in a little like 20-minute workout before we head to my cousin's for breakfast. So I'll bring you guys along. You're on YouTube.
Are you now. Bidding? Oh no. Yeah, it's not cute.
Did you find your ball?
Yep.
Go. Where is it? Is it in there? Hi, Jace. Hey, look at me. Are you telling me to wait a minute? Are you showing off?
Careful, this is hot, baby.
This is hot.
Did you find your flippy floppies?
Yeah.
It's not hot.
After breakfast, we had a total change of plans. My sister and Amanda ended up staying at home with the little kids while I went with the big kids to hang out with my cousin Lindsay and go to Chuck E. Cheese and the jump park. It was an amazing day, but also a sad one because my cousin Lindsay's older son passed away 4 months ago. So we spent the day remembering him and watching her younger son play with my kids. We finished off the day back at my cousin Amanda's, where we ordered Red Robin for dinner, which is a restaurant that closed here in Canada that my kids really, really wanted to eat at when we went to the States. So I didn't bring a shower chair to the hotel, and I've been trying to figure out how I'm going to shower, and I'll show you my solution. It might be a horrible failure, but it's what I'm going with. I brought a cooler, and I put it in the tub, so we'll see if it works. I'm gonna put a towel on it before my little gel pad and then sit on it, and hopefully I don't fall. My shower chair solution with the cooler worked pretty good. It was a little hard to balance on there, but I did it. I got in by myself, and I didn't have to traumatize my son with falling and getting him to help me out of the shower. He's the only one here, so yeah. Coolers double as shower chairs, I guess.
So this is a vlog update. Mm-hmm. Not blog.
Not blog.
Yeah.
Vlog.
Yeah, it's a vlog. We're gonna go to Target, and then a place called Shields, which is apparently like Bass Pro Shop, except better. Last time I was there, I went on the Ferris wheel because they have a Ferris wheel there. Kind of weird, but.
That was really close.
If you were wondering what she was like, our car almost hit us.
we're gonna, I'm gonna go French braid my cousin's hair. And then me and Jacob spent the night in the hotel, just us. Because the other kids slept at my cousin's. And then, yeah, we're gonna do some shopping today that the kids want to do. And then tomorrow, there's like this cool cave thing that I kind of want to go see. So I'll talk to my sister and see what she says. But it's got like ancient like pictographs and stuff in the caves around the rock walls here. And I think that would be a neat thing to see. I don't know whether the other kids will like it, but maybe me and Jacob will go and my sister will take the other kids to do something else. Yeah. So we'll try and remember to vlog today. I only have one battery and that's all I'm gonna vlog, so we'll do our best. Okay, bye. After braiding my cousin's hair, we headed out to Target where we didn't really buy anything because the exchange rate right now really sucks between Canadian and US dollars. So it makes shopping in the US kind of expensive for us Canadians. If you guys come here, it's way better, but for us, it's kind of expensive. So we didn't end up buying anything other than a few swimsuits for Jamie and a shirt for her. And that was really it. When we were done at Target, we headed to Chick-fil-A, which tasted exactly like Wendy's to me. I had a salad though, so that might have been why. The chicken was really juicy, but it wasn't really up to the hype, at least I thought. Then we headed to Shields, which is like a crazy outfitters store, just like Bass Pro Shop here in Canada, except it's got way more stuff inside. There's so many places around the store to take cool pictures. There's guns everywhere. There's little places for kids to practice shooting at and playing shooting. They have arcade games, all kinds of cool stuff, even a bowling alley for the kids to play at. For supper that night, we went out to a bar where we got to play bingo and we had a big winning streak at our table. My sister won once and Amanda won twice, which was really hilarious. We ended up deciding to leave a day early, so the next morning was our trip home. We drove as far as Great Falls just so that we could cut the trip in a little bit more manageable chunks with all the kids. Montana is beautiful countryside. It is similar to Alberta with a lot of prairies, rolling hills, and mountains. We swam when we got to the hotel, ate Boston Pizza, which is normally a Canadian restaurant, but we found one in Great Falls. And then we headed to bed and got up the next morning and drove to Lethbridge, where we were going to stay in the same hotel that we stayed at on the way down. Once we got to Lethbridge, we went and visited my kids' grandparents' grave. And then after we were done at the grave site, we went to a pizza place that was featured on a Canadian TV show about cool restaurants. And we met Joe's parents there and ate some yummy pizza. And then went back to the same water park that we played at the first night that we stayed in Lethbridge. And I relaxed in the hotel room while my nephew played in my wheelchair. The next morning was the last leg of our trip, and I did that one all by myself because my son headed to BC with my in-laws and my daughter headed to my parents with my sister. Overall, the trip was an amazing experience, and even though I had a few fights with my sister and more than a few times that I was frustrated with the inaccessibility, I wouldn't trade the memories I made for anything. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I will catch you back here on another trip. Bye!